now the stalkers, like they had a video from almost 2 weeks ago where they had an elderly man that came in the middle of the night to come sit by and gang stalk me, and he kept militantly ignoring me, and I kept trying to tell him to get away, and it took a long time for him to get up and get away from me. And
okay, yeah, I remember that video. So does several other people, and a lot of people made videos on it. This is why, Candy, you're so unliked, and for whatever reason, it is just not getting through to you. You talk about everybody else being so narcissistic. Did you hear the words that you just said? That I kept telling him and he kept ignoring me. You are no one's mother. No one has to do anything you tell them to do. Where you sit was not built for you. It was not left to you in an inheritance. It was not given to you. It was not donated to you. It is a public area. Just because you park your butt there when you don't have hotel rooms and you say that is your sleep spot does not warrant or give you the right to harass, try to boss, abuse, and chase anybody else off that frequents that area. They have the right to sit anywhere they want to. They have the right to walk by, to ride bikes, to do anything, walk their animals. And you always complain about that they're perping with the red bikes. That's the color that they rent out there, if you would take the time and check. That little old man was 70 plus, if not 80 years old. The reason why he was ignoring you, well, I mean, he doesn't have to answer you anyway. I would think you were crazy. He probably has a hard time hearing. Yeah, what you were doing was so abusive and narcissistic and entitled and hateful, but you don't see that. For some reason, you think you are the only person that has the right to sit there, and you don't. And you always talk about, well, you see all these benches? They could have sat here. Well, it makes a difference not. Because they can be right next to you or they can be the furthest bench down. And you will waddle over to them and confront them and harass them. And can you imagine if that was reversed? You'd be freaking completely out, screaming at the top of your lungs and getting your mace, your pepper spray out. If you would have just minded your own business, which you never do, and just left him alone, he probably would have never even looked your way. And yeah, that probably was his first meal, and we are trying to get a GoFundMe, and we're not going to stop until you are banned from that area. You've got that right. I'll agree with you on that.
Like, he was perking with black and red pants.
And just because somebody wears a color that you think is not appropriate, or for whatever reason that you tie it in with something demonic, does not mean that they're bad, okay? There's all different kinds of colors. People own different colors. Why don't you say what color is acceptable? Because if I'm not mistaken, don't you wear a blue dress? And how many odd times do you call people out for wearing blue? I've seen you wear red earbuds, but see, when you do it, there's always an excuse, okay? It's fine for you, but wrong for everybody else?
Masonic colors, black, red, and white. And so, you know, he came to sit near me.
He didn't sit near you.
He was trying to light up a cigarette or something to smoke near me, or do something, I don't remember. And when I tried to tell him to get away from me...
And you don't have the right to tell him anything.
They smear campaign video.
Okay, we're not making a fake smear campaign video. That's where you're lying. We showed the video. We showed the video you made. You don't have the right, okay? I don't know who you think you are. You can't tell anybody what to do. You always say that people can't tell you what to do, but you're the queen bee of trying to tell other people what to do. And you complain about people smoking outside. Well, what about you getting pissed off because you can't spray 2 and 3 and 4 bottles of alcohol in an enclosed environment? How does that make any sense? Do you see where your entitlement and arrogance is coming into play?
I guess if I was sadistic and evil,
You are.
harassing and bullying,
You are. You do.
Man, and they try to make it like, oh, well, that's probably the first meal he ever had today, and oh, let's make a GoFundMe.
Yeah, because see, people that's truly homeless don't get to eat in restaurants every single day like you do. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks like you do. They don't get to Uber everywhere, and they don't get food DoorDashed, and especially when they're in a hotel room right across the street from a restaurant and have it DoorDashed. Or have food Ubered to them to your sleep spot. Yeah. So he had a cold sandwich to eat.
And they were talking about getting me wrongfully banned from over there.
No, not
by the
wrongfully,
area,
nothing.
By the bench area where I have to be at night when I got to be on the streets.
Okay, so you're the only one that's entitled. There's other truly homeless people, Candy, Grand Prix, okay, who don't get to stay in hotels, who don't get to come on YouTube and other social media platforms and beg constantly and get money like no other human being I've ever seen in my life, which I'm so grateful it's getting banned, so you better figure out something. Yeah, so Lord knows where he got that sandwich from. You're not entitled to tell anybody anything.
So then that fake sun and moon and stars person also accused me of being narcissistic and sadistic and evil.
You are.
You teaming up with the regular person.
You are, and I am not saying this as God is my witness, the most narcissistic, hateful, entitled person I have ever seen. I've said it a million times, and I'll keep saying it. Bar none, I've never, ever seen anybody like you that walks around and harasses every single person with a heartbeat that's breathing, man, woman, child, animal, like you do. I mean, you frown on everything. You are the most miserable human being. Society's not safe from you. I mean, and you are getting worse and worse every day. Now, why is that so many people see this and you don't?
The smear campaigns about
No.
me. Why don't you keep your mouth shut and keep quiet and stay the hell away from me? Because I don't even know who you are.
Well, you know what? If you quit, if you would stop treating people so horribly on the streets, we would. And you don't even know who they are, but you feel somewhat entitled to just call them any names you want, show them on video to the world, and harass them. How about when you stop that, we'll stop making videos about you? How about that? Sound good? Okay, so now I'm a CIA asset, a government shill. Wow. You can't make this up. My videos are about how you treat people, innocent people. That's what my videos about you are. Someone can be going through anything in their life. We all go through things. We all go through good things. We all go through bad things. We all go through horrific things. We all go through things that can't be explained. We all go through things that we share. We go through things we don't want to share. But at the end of the day, I am the type of person that still does not give you the right to go around and treat people horrifically like you do. And you have shown it, Candy Grand Prix, time and time and time again. Do you ever go back and watch your own videos? Do you ever go back and watch the expressions of some of these people that are just shocked because they were just absolutely oblivious to you, and you just start in on them and they're like, who the hell are you? What are you talking about? That is what my videos about you are. That's what all the people that I watch, most of them, their videos are about how you treat people. And and yeah, you do scam because you constantly are begging for money. You say that you're disabled when you're not. You say you have Tourette's when you don't. You say that you are banned from this place and that. Think about it. How many people do you know that can just call random businesses up and just get anybody they want banned from someplace? I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm not saying that someone can't do that ever. But as many places, and you are banned from places, you are. I'll give you that because of your actions, because of your behavior. But when you say you're banned from all shelters, no, you are not. You say things that is convenient to you, for you, so that you can get funds, so that you can get hotels. And had you left people alone and just lived your life and put your earplugs in, you'd probably still be at those apartments right now. But you don't know how to do it. Well, for one thing, I don't watch every one of your videos. I wake up between 4 and 4:30 every single morning, and I am going until I fall in bed at night. But during the day, when I have a few minutes, if I'm taking a break, or at night, when I am finally relaxing and I go through YouTube, I can't tell you how many times your channel comes up. Now, am I going to say I've never went in and looked you up? No, because that would be a lie. I have. And then other people that I follow, your videos come up. But the reason why I make videos on you is because you enrage me so bad that I want to fly through the TV because of your entitlement, your arrogance, and how you treat people. And so many of these people have nobody to speak for them. So many of these people have no one to step up for them, aka that little old man. And so it's people who do videos on how you are that we're trying to bring attention. If you know someone is doing something that's not right, and you see it over and over and over again, and you don't do anything about it, then you're just as guilty. That's how I see it. If you would just live your life, mind your business, and leave people alone, and quit recording every single thing, and quit looking a mile down the road for something to agitate you, I'm telling you, your life would get a lot better. And then try to go to work and try to earn your own money. You will feel good when you are productive and you move your body and you do things during the day. Even if it's volunteering something, you will feel good about yourself. But you don't. You don't do anything but harass people and bully. Can you not see that? Well, you can sit there and accuse me of selling my soul. I'll tell you right now, I would die before I would ever do that. I know who my Lord and Savior is, Jesus Christ, Yahweh, Father God. I will never sell my soul. I treat people with respect and dignity. I try to help as many people a day as I can, and that is strangers, friends, and family, animals. Does people get me upset? Yeah, they do. Do I get agitated during the day? Yeah, I do. Am I treated badly at times? Yes, I am. But I am going to be Christ-like. And you don't. And maybe you have forgotten some of the videos in your earlier days that you put out. Maybe you forgot some of your hand signals that you've done. So would we question, did you sell your soul? I've never accused you of that. I've said you're evil and hateful. But did you sell your soul, Candy Grand Prix? Are you a psyop? Is that what you are? Is all of this done for entertainment purposes? Because nobody gets paid like you. Nobody gets the kind of money you get. I don't care who you are. Go back from your very first video until now. You've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. You can deny it all you want. You put everything out there. People can add up stuff. We're not stupid. If I've said it once, I'll say it again. I came across Candy Grand Prix's videos years ago. When I first came across them, just like everybody else, I felt sorry for her because she was homeless. I texted her or messaged her on her thing one time to ask her if she needed some jackets because I believe it was getting cold outside, maybe fall, when I can't remember. And that was it. I lost contact because I had things going on in my life. And when I stumbled upon her videos again, never messaged her back, But I was like, wait a minute, wow, because the very first video I saw of her was her really going after some young kids. I mean, like young, like they were teenagers. And I was like, what is going on? So I started going through some of her videos and I saw how she was. And I was like, wait a minute, you know, regardless of what this girl's going through, how she is treating complete strangers is wrong. So I watched for years. Did not stalk her, did not watch her videos every day, but when you're on YouTube, videos come up. And it was years before I ever made my very first video. So she can say that we were the best buds, that I messaged her constantly. Show me the messages. It's a complete lie. Message that girl one time to ask if she needed jackets. But see, the thing with Candy is when we are speaking truth and we're getting, like she always says, well, when I speak truth, they get, no, when we speak truth, you get really angry because you know you won't leave people alone. You won't. I'm not a liar. I never lied, never became anything other than who I am. I lost my old channel, could not remember the info to get in, so I just created another one. And like I said, the videos I make about you, Candy, is, and I'll say it again, is how you treat people. So you can go on and make all these speeches about this and about that. At the end of the day, I will still come back to the reason why I make videos about you. And all the videos I do see about you is about the same thing. It's about how you treat people and the lies. So you can get mad, but if you feel that you not doing anything and taking everybody else's money to support your lifestyle 24/7, and for you to harass and bully and belittle people and go up to them and confront them because they have the audacity to be sitting on a bench, then your reality is so much different from me and anybody else's that I know. That, I mean, I don't know what to say. You need help. You do, because I am so afraid that you're going to go up to somebody one too many times and something really bad's going to happen. And I've been saying it for a long time. And I don't want to see that happen, but you continue the way that you're going, that's exactly what's going to be the outcome. So now Cinny is comparison to Sinner. Wow, I never thought about that. I have been nicknamed Cinny my entire life. My grandpa is the one that actually named me Cynthia Ann and gave me the nickname Cinny. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. No stalker here, no devil worshiper, never sold my soul, never will. And you know, I take someone like you to compare Cinny to Cinny. I guess kind of like Candy Grand Greedy. Yeah, because you are. Okay, Candy, explain to us how you are defending yourself. How are you defending yourself when you are walking through the streets of your hometown, as you always say, and cussing out every single person you see, telling them to move, drive faster, drive slower, you mother effer, you slut, you skank, you crusty, you fake? How is that defending yourself when they're not even looking at you? How is it defending yourself when you cuss out people that is just enjoying a beautiful day listening to music? Oh, because it hurts your ears? That's what your earbuds are for. How are you defending yourself when you are sitting there cussing out a little old man just sitting there trying to eat a sandwich? How is that defending yourself? And show me and anybody else one time where you've almost been killed. You've been saying this for years. You say anything you need to do to get sympathy and to get money, and you damn well know it. So show us where you're defending yourself when you don't even realize what you're doing is you are videotaping yourself being the aggressor and always going after people instead of just leaving them alone. That's where the entitlement in you comes out.
Cinny, you do not have the authority or the right to punish me. Who gave you that authority?
Okay, who gave you the authority, Candy Grand Prix, to go around and try to boss everybody? Who gave you the authority to try to tell somebody to go somewhere? Who gave you the authority to cuss out people because they have the audacity to be walking down the street or driving by listening to the music? Who gave you the authority to try to walk up to people and say, hey, move, go somewhere? Who gave you that authority, Candy? You want all the authority and the entitlement and the aggressor of everything, but God forbid if somebody calls you out on it, who gave you the authority? That's what we want to know. Who gave you the authority?
Back in 2021.
Okay, I don't even know what in the world she's talking about. Me making videos about her in 2021? No, I don't know who you're talking about. That wasn't me. One thing is I'm not a liar. I am not going to lie. Even when it doesn't benefit me, I'm not going to lie. And yes, I thought you were very overly dramatic about your tooth. Anytime a grown woman stands up and screams at the top of her lungs at a man that's, I don't even know how many benches down he was from you, a long ways away, that you got your tooth extracted, you've got to have rest, you're not supposed to be around smoke, you're in pain. Yes, that was pathetic and very overdramatic. You're not supposed to smoke. It has nothing to do with being around smoke, and you were outside a long ways away from him. That smoke wasn't getting nowhere near you like your alcohol spray does around everybody, like in a bus. So you, and I'm not the only one, you were being way over dramatic. And I don't know who you're talking about in 2021. I didn't know anything about it. It certainly wasn't me. As far as the car accident, yes, I was in one. I ran into the back of a car that ran into the back of the car that ran into the back of the car. And it wasn't anything that was set up. There was a wreck on the side of the road, and there were several cop cars, and everyone started slowing down, and because we were all looking at that wreck, it caused a reaction. And it wasn't even that bad of an accident. Nobody was hurt, but it did do some kind of significant damage to the car. And never once did I ever claim anything other than it was just I ran into the back of the car, and the car in front of me ran into the back of the car, and so on. I think there was like 4 or 5 cars involved. I can't really remember. The cop could not have been more kinder than if he was my own brother. So I don't even know why you keep bringing that up. I have no idea. You talk about that we are making videos threatening you to stop your behavior or our behavior, whatever. Well, why are you trying to control everyone around you? Huh? But you never answer that. Why don't you just leave people alone? You can't. It's just not in your nature. And another thing, how do we lie about you? How do we lie about you when we're showing you your videos? The words that's coming out of your mouth and the actions from your body. Your videos. We're not adding anything to it. We may be making comments about what you're doing and what you're saying, but we're showing your videos, so how is that lying? You never answer that. Why don't you leave other people alone? How about that? So if you're making the comment, you don't act like you own the home bus. What was the video you made yesterday morning about that one guy sitting there, and you said, he better not be taking the same bus as me. He better be taking a different bus. So what was that all about, Candy? Does that not seem like you act like you own the home bus? That's a lie. That is an outright lie. He did not come and sit right beside you. He was about 3 benches down. That's a lie. I don't know who you're talking about. In 2021, you were saying it was me telling you you needed to get your tooth pulled. I don't know who that was. It certainly wasn't me. If it was, I'd tell you. I don't know who you're talking about. Okay.
I've come to my own theory or conclusion that once people sell their soul to the devil, then they become narcissists. They become a narcissist.
Okay, then Candy Graham Free, you sold your soul to the devil then, because you are a narcissistic abuser.
Not only
You are narcissistically abusive to absolutely every single human being you come in contact with. So you just tattled on yourself. You are. You did. At the end of the day, Candy Graham Greedy, you can say anything you want to about me. You can say this and that about my past. I don't harass people. I don't mistreat people. I'm not unkind to people. And I certainly don't videotape me doing it. So, and you do. And that's what we show, is how you are. So, your words do not hurt me. If people want to hate me, they can hate me. If they want to slander against me, they can slander against me. But at the end of the day, when I put my head on the pillow, I can say I did the best job I did today. I was as kind as I could be. I was as helpful to people that I could be. And you, Candy, you can't do that. Because you, Candy Graham Free, can go back and watch your own videos and see that proof for yourself. And on top of everything else, the way you are online, that you absolutely expect for people to send you money constantly, and then you get mad and you'll say, I can't believe I didn't get any donations today. I can't believe I'm not getting any help. When you get help, lady, every single day. But because you don't work and because you don't have any bills to pay, you don't understand how hard it is out here. Because you get everything paid for. And for you to have the audacity to get mad because people have ran out of funds, just add that to the list of everything else I've talked about. And you wonder why people get so upset with you. And you also will make any excuse, you will come up with any excuse in this world not to work. Any excuse. You know there is no rhyme or reason why you cannot go to work. You refuse, and you forgot about that woman that you used to be friends with that made the video of you that said, the title of it is Yes, Candy, My Opinion Changed About You, where she got you on audio and video talking about your cash cows, talking about how much that you're not going to work because, yeah, you make too much money in donations. It is you. So what have you got to say about that?
If I'm lying, why is it when fake Darnell feels threatened?
Because you don't want to. Period. Okay, for one, I never knew your phone number. And number two, I don't know what in the world you are talking about, me making harassing texts about your tooth. I have no idea. None. But yeah, this time, yeah, you did overreact. Well, I can't even say that it was someone pretending to be me, because I don't believe that that ever even happened. You've been caught in too many lies. But if in fact that happens to be true, yeah, it wasn't me. I don't even know what in the world you're talking about. None. None.